remember I said I ain't like that song, so I scrapped it. So anyways, so this is the one, I'm gonna tell you that one too, but I'm just gonna finish this one. So I said, so I'm gonna say it slowly. Say you gonna step, boy, I really get down. Boy, like I said, boy. Boy, I really get down, blowing the switch, everybody on the ground.
Excuse me.
Like, I'm not saying, oh, I hit everybody. No.
Ayden.
No. This is just a song for me to make. Like, I don't want to go to the studio, nothing like that. Like, it's just gonna be, you're gonna be just in my room. So, boom. Blowing the switch, everybody on the ground. I'm about to go spin like a merry-go-round. Lit up the car, not sitting in pound. Nah, think. Lit up the car, not sitting in pound. That's so far. That song acts like, when it goes to the impound, why does it, it's like, I don't like.
Try, please. Because you already talking about spraying and all that. Like,
No. This one I just want to make. Like, it's going to be for my ears. You know, I'm not trying to post it or nothing like that.
No, now it's for my ears because you in here bothering me with.
Yeah, cause I had it, because I didn't want to sound slow in the song, so I'm like, boom. So if I light up the car, is it in the impound or where is it?
Are you in jail or are you worried about where the impound is or not?
No, but to answer the question, I just want to know. I just want to know.
Yeah, it could be. Could be in the impound.
Okay, so alright.
Could be at the jailhouse.
Okay, but that's the song I'm working on. But anyway, this is a song that I scrapped.
Now say it again.
What? The song? Okay. Say you gonna step, but I really get down. Blowing the switch, everybody on the ground. I'm about to go spin like a merry-go-round. Lit up the car, not sitting in pound.
Okay, yeah.
It's tough. Not you don't. I mean, that's what I listen to drill. So, anyway, so this is the song that I scrapped, and then I made this one. So, I like this one. I feel like I like it. So, people say it get better like Ron said, wait. So, people say it get better like Ron said, wait, and run from demons. They feel like I'm racing on quarters. The winner could keep on breaking. I promised my G that I was gonna make it inside. I feel empty inside. I feel vacant. That's the bar. Inside I feel empty. Inside I feel vacant. That's tough. Then that's the hook. Now look, no, I put my life things in here. Actually, I'm not recapping in the rap. This is how I really can be. So look, the verse. Listen to the verse. Listen. My tongue stay my tongue stay tight and my heart stay froze. I keep on running 'cause I'm scared of the truth. My head stay hurting 'cause I'm thinking of you. Jotting my thoughts, but it ain't no cool. Ask my partner and I say that I'm cool. You heard what I said? My tongue stay tied and my heart stay froze. I keep on lying 'cause I'm scared of the truth.
Yeah, we know you scared of the truth, so that definitely ain't no cap.
See? Pop out with a smile and say you're not fine, but you look in my eyes and today I'm lying. Get lost in my thoughts. I stay on my mind.
Okay, but why every rap sound the same?
No, it don't.
Okay.
Look. True.
You said it don't, so
I didn't read you this one. I finished it.
Oh, hurry up.
Okay.
Because I got a rant.
Rant.
You know all them bars, but you don't know what rant mean?
Oh, rant. Oh, I know what rant means. That means talk too much. Anyway, so it says, stuck in the clouds, I feel like I'm floating. Shit on my body because like I'm motion. Fell into deep, I fell in the ocean. Can't go to sleep in the day, I be dozing. I walk by faith. I feel like I'm chosen to get these shorties. Like I stay focused. That's the hook. That's a long hook. That's a long hook. Anyways, this the verse. I may be young, but I still got power. Go to the top, I climb up the ladder. Forget these saying, I don't care about the chatter. Making these things, they call me the bat. They call me a batter. Throwing these bands, I'm making it shatter. I stay to myself, I don't know about hours. And then the verse 2, this one I like. This one I think it's tough. Lost my GG, it shattered my heart and left me broken. Just when sleep, don't want to be woken. Can't even speak, it feel like I'm choking. Saying I'm pumped, you know I'm joking. And then the hook will go again. Damn. This one, like, okay, sit in my room and write these tunes. Stare at the window, look at the moon. Don't want to talk, not trying to be rude. Talking to demons and talking to ghouls. Not trying to be bad, but I'm breaking the rules.
You talking to demons and talking to ghouls?
Ma. No, because, like, it's like, you know how people say, like, oh, like, they're sad and they just be like, they're sad and they just be like, oh, like right now I'm talking to
It's
demons.
the children of the corn coming to
And I'm not done.
fruition.
I'm not done.
The children of the corn. It's coming out the fields. Malachi and them is coming right into the house.
I got one more verse.
Shall I rebuke it in the name of the good Lord Jesus, our Savior,
So,
Christ?
I got one more verse. I said, talking to God, trying to get it right. Shaping my heart, gotta keep it right. Shaping my heart, gotta keep it right. Miss my Gigi almost every night. Praying to God that I get it right. And then the hook will come back in.
I like that song.
You don't like the other one? Like, the other one, like, where I said, people say it get better, like, while I'm still waiting. Running from demons, it feel like I'm racing.
I said, why can't I like the one I like? I like the one that you just said.
No, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Now he want me to like what you came in here. You asked for my honest opinion, so you want me. I'm not your audience. This is not. I don't listen to this type of music.
I feel like.
So I'm not the audience. He always come to ask my opinion. I'm not the audience for this.
Well, this not like me.
I'm the mama, so of course I'm a side eye. You talking about blowing somebody up in a car, in a vehicle?
I didn't say that.
And that car gonna be in the impound.
I said light the car up. Now it's in the impound.
Now you gonna light the car up. It's gonna be in the impound. So as a mama, I'm coming from mama brain. I'm not coming from your peers.
That one's not. It's not gonna be posted, of course.
Honey, go back,
It's just for me. Like, I got songs on my phone that's just for me. Like, I don't want to post it. Now the people just make songs like, just make.
Yeah, like a diary.
Diary. No, I'm still rapping. I'm still rapping it. It's just I'm not posting it.
Okay, like poems.
Why are you doing that? No. It's a song. I'm making the song, but it's not posted.
Okay, gotcha. It's a song.
It's unreleased. That's it.
Unreleased. Got it.
It's just not gonna get released.
Not gonna get released. Gotcha.
Gonna get released.
Hey y'all, hey, sorry y'all had to wait 30 minutes for me to even say hey to y'all, cause my child,
True. Come on,
honey, between him and this little minor headache, child. Jennifer, please come to, I don't know. I have no idea. Ayden is always coming to me asking me, "Mom, listen to this. Let me know what you think." And then when I tell him what I think, then he's always like, "Oh no,
for this one, I came to you.
Please don't do that." Sounding like his papa.
I came to you for this one because I didn't know what impound. Like, if I light up the car, is going to the impound. Like, where is it going? Like, where does it go after that? I didn't want to sound slow in the song. Like, oh, it don't go to the impound. It goes to the lot. Like, I didn't want to sound slow.
So I told him I'm not his audience. Maybe he needs to have a listening party. He can do the right thing. Then maybe one day he can have a listening party, and then he can get some feedback from his peers of who would be listening to the music. I'm just the mama, letting him know what I will or will not pay for in the studio. I'm not getting ready to pay for you talking about you blowing up somebody's car with some switches. The only switch I know about is out there on the tree. You want to go get one? And then I make you go back and get a bigger one and plait them together like my grandma used to. I'll show you better than I can tell ya. But listen, y'all, real quick, try to make this as quick as possible because I got some new people on my platform, and I don't know if they know me like my OG Cyber family members know me. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all who I am, so that y'all can get a better understanding, so you can go ahead and unfollow me if I ain't blocked you first. Will Ayden ever make music one day? Oh yeah, I definitely think so. I think that Ayden is very talented when it comes to rap. I think that he'll be able to, I done told you, you're not going to be able to use AI. You're not going to be able to, don't be trying to use Chat GPT for your raps and all that. I know, that's what I just said. I don't use that. Didn't I just say that? Like, baby, teenagers be hearing whatever they want to hear and just be running with it, okay? So, he actually comes up with the lyrics on his own, and all these things. And I think that he definitely has a talent and he has an ear for it. But as a parent, I just think that there's an appropriate just as a parent, you know, there's appropriate ways that you can put out music for your age gap. And then there's inappropriate music that you can put out. You know what I'm saying? Like right now at 15, I don't think he need to be talking about spraying people in. Like, I don't, like, stuff like that is already perpetuated enough. Like, you don't need to do all of that. Like, you're more talented than that. So I told Ayden, when he comes up with 3 songs that don't require somebody laying out, shaking on the pavement, then we can go to the studio and, you know, maybe he can, you know, maybe we can do a little listening party and something like that. So, you know, he's working on it, and, you know, hopefully one day soon, you know, he can have a little listening party and they can get, you know, get his stuff approved, and, you know, but I think one day he'll do great in making music. But I also don't want him to fall into that trap of thinking that's the only thing that he can do. And then, you know, he gonna be on the corner, woulda, shoulda, coulda, trying to sell some CDs that ain't nobody gonna buy. Okay? I mean, it's other things out there, you know. So while I support him in that, I also want him to be able to utilize other talents, because he's very good at building things. And so I want to make sure that I'm, you know, trying to make sure he's well-rounded in everything. But anyway, honey, I think the people have lost their mind. Okay. And, you know, I'm not really the creator that y'all think I am, or whatever it is that y'all looking for. If you're new to Raising Cultures, welcome. Okay. I appreciate your entire ministry for being here. But what I will say is, don't come for me on my page. Don't come for me in my inbox. Don't come for me in my email, trying to force me to talk about things that you want me to talk about. Now, if you are an OG Cyber Family member, you know that don't work for me. You can't get me to talk about nothing that I don't want to talk about on my platform. Y'all hold creators. I'm just a mom, okay, that put out videos on the internet, okay? Y'all try to hold creators to a standard that y'all don't even be holding politicians to. Y'all don't be holding celebrities to. Y'all don't be holding your neighborhood leaders to. And y'all not going to make me discuss anything that I don't want to discuss on my platform. Now, if you want to build your platform and you want to talk about whatever you want to talk about on your platform, baby, I am all for that. Okay? Let me tell y'all something. There's enough media, new people covering all kind of stuff that if you want to hear that type of stuff, you want to see that type of stuff, then go over there. Go over there. Oh, you my favorite creator and you haven't spoke about this. Okay. I mean, what you want me to do? What you want me to say? Oh, okay, well, I am going to give you my thoughts on this on the record, off the record. I don't know what you want me to say. I don't have to speak on anything that I don't want to speak on. I typically don't speak on nothing. But what I got going on in my own family, baby, I got too much stuff that's going on to be worried about what other people have going on. Like, I just don't. But I will address this. Don't think, because I think a couple people, and when I say a couple, probably about 40 or 50 people, because one thing about me, I'm different on every platform. And I'm not talking about different. I share different things on different platforms. On Facebook, I'm probably not a story sharer. Like, I don't share that many stories on Facebook. But if you follow me on Instagram, I share a lot of stories on Instagram all the time. It's just easier. Thank you, Auntie Deb. It's just easier to share stories on Instagram. So I share stories on Instagram. I'm going to share what I want to share on Instagram. If you don't like it, go cry about it. Now, one thing I don't do, I don't check inbox. Now, on Facebook, I check inbox more. On Instagram, I don't check my inbox at all. So I don't know what y'all be mad about or what y'all saying. However, I do have somebody who is checking inboxes on Instagram just in case somebody reach out, want to do a little deal or something, right? So she said, well, what did you share? Because the people is mad. I said, oh, girl, I don't care about it. Tell them to put a cape on so that they can be super mad. I don't know what to tell you. So I go back and I'm looking at the analytics and, you know, I shared something and all of a sudden I'm getting all these people in my inbox angry about, oh, you didn't talk about this when this was going on, but all of a sudden now you sharing about this. Out. You share it on your page. If it's shared on your page, then what does it matter if it's shared on mine or not? Okay? So anyway, but what I will say is don't ever for a second think. Don't ever for a second think. Just because I have a Caucasian son, or some people like, oh, don't say Caucasian. Baby, okay, white, whatever. Okay, European. I don't know what you want to be. I don't know what the term. My son don't mind Caucasian, so I'm going to say Caucasian. Okay? Don't ever think for a second that just because I have a Caucasian white son, that I don't care about issues in the black community. Like, are y'all serious right now? So if I share something and then I get a response back, oh, you got a white son, I didn't think. What did you think? Girl, you didn't see his black mama? I mean, what is the problem? At the end of the day, I'm still a part of a community like everybody else, right? Every place has community. Everywhere you go have community. So just, if you live in North Carolina, North Carolinians, we have our own culture. Like, you know, the North Carolinian culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna go to the lake. We could fish for crawdads. You know, all kind of stuff. Y'all might not do that in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? But if you live in Chicago, you have a Chicago, in Illinois, you might have Illinois culture. You might have Florida culture, okay? Where y'all down there wrestling the gators or whatever the case may be. There's all types of cultures that bind people together. Like, if I live in North Carolina and Sweet Carolina come on, that's something that's going to bind a Carolinian together, right? We all gonna be loving on that soul. Don't let Petey Pablo come on. We're gonna be throwing our stuff up in the air. Everybody not gonna do that because you're not from North Carolina, so you don't understand, right? The same thing with the LGBTQIA plus community. It's things that people that's not in that community don't understand. Black community is things that we do in our community that you might not understand. And that's okay. And that is okay. What makes everybody special and everybody beautiful is that we all have differences. And we should be able to share those differences with the world. And it not be a problem. So if you're new here, don't come at me talking about, I didn't think you was like that because you got a white child. Now what my son got to do with this? What? So just because I have a white child, I have to stop talking about black issues. I have to stop being a part of the black community because I am raising a white child? Absolutely not. That's just not the type of person that I am or I will ever be. I'm not going to do that. So if that's what y'all were thinking, if that's what y'all thought, then I just want to go ahead and tell y'all now, go ahead and unfollow me. Because you don't have to be mad in my inbox. Because I ain't going to read it anyway. Okay? I ain't going to read it anyway. All right? But you don't have to be mad. You don't have to be angry. Or whatever the case may be. Because at the end of the day, I can have 500,000 followers. I can have 0. I'm still going to be the same person. I'm still going to be black as hell. You know, like, I'm still going to be a woman. I share issues about women. I'm still going to be perimenopausal. I share issues with the perimenopause community. I'm still going to have lupus. I share lupus information. I'm still going to be a mother. I share information about motherhood. I am still going to be a therapist. I share information about therapy. None of those bring issues, but as soon as I share things that have something to do with the black community, here come the damn coalition. Okay? It is okay. And I know that talking about race makes people very uncomfortable and very uneasy sometimes. And as a therapist, I understand how that, sometimes because you get into a pointing fingers, well, you did, you And it don't even take all of that. Sometimes it takes being uncomfortable. You can deal with a little uncomfort. It's 105 degrees outside. You uncomfortable right now, but you still out dilly-dallying around, gallivanting, going from store to store, sitting outside at the lake, reading books under trees. All these things. Meanwhile, you're sweating. You're wiping sweat off your forehead. That's got to be very uncomfortable. But that ain't stopping you from going about your day and doing the normal things that you do. You're uncomfortable, but it's okay. It's okay to be uncomfortable sometimes. I'm not the type of person that's going to argue with anybody. Because my grandma told me a long time ago, if you look down the road and you see two people going back and forth, both of them look crazy. Both of you don't know who is the person that they're calling the crazy person. Both of them look crazy going back and forth. I can't tell the fool. If I'm standing this way looking down that street, I can't tell who the fool is. Because both of them look foolish. I don't typically talk to people and try to get people to understand where I'm coming from if they are hell-bent on trying not to. I'm not that type of person. I'm not that type of person to shame, blame, I just don't do that. I don't do that. And especially now in particular, because I do have a white child over the past 10 years, because he's 9. Over the past 9 years, I definitely have been very intentional about how I approach certain situations, how I come off, how I talk to my children about certain things, how I allow my children to talk to each other about certain things, how I have made sure that we're not, playing the blame game against each other. It's too many races going on in my household for all of us to be sitting here looking crazy like, oh, I only like you because you my mama and you my daddy, and you my sister, you my brother. I only like you because you my son. No, you can't just like your brother because he white and he just happened to be a part of your family. Absolutely not. Because at the end of the day, who knows? He might marry a white girl and then I have white grandchildren in the future. I don't want to be the grandma on the daddy side that don't ever get to see her dang on grandkids because I can't look past something over here, something over there. And no, I don't want to be like that. And then I also don't want my black and brown children to feel like they can't discuss the things that they're feeling because they have a white brother. That's not fair. It's not fair to any of my children. It's not. So as a parent who's also navigating transracial adoption, and let's just be honest. Let's just keep it a buck. Keep it 100. Everybody, it's always about race. It's always about, it is. It is. And it ain't no one people, they like to play the victim. They just don't care. It's always about race. Child. At the end of the day, don't act crazy. Like, it's always going to be about race. It's always going to be about race. It's just, it just is the way it is. But you always have the opportunity to be a better person. You always have the opportunity to do better. We all have the opportunity to do better and to be a better person. If you continue to say, well, it's always going to be about race and this is just how, you can't take on that type of attitude. But if okay, well, at this point, it's America. Come on now. Like, if you're still, no, that was 200 years ago. Okay, it was. You don't want to see the effects of that could have generation after generation after generation. Then, baby, what you want me to tell you? I ain't finna tell you to go to the library and pick up a book. I ain't about to do none of that. I'm not. I'm raising children in my household that are not blood related to be kind, compassionate, understanding. If they have questions, I have to be intentional about the way that I approach them, about the way that I'm asking. I don't ever want my child to come in here and be like, oh, them white people scary. And then they brother looking like, oh my God, like that's scary. That's scary. To a 9-year-old who probably like, oh my God, well they said that they don't like white people, then they don't like me. Baby, don't make me go off. Like, don't piss me off. Don't go off. Don't make me go off. And in turn, I don't want my white son coming home and saying, oh, the black man at the don't piss me off. You know what I'm saying? So I have to really be intentional about the way that I'm teaching my children how to first love each other in this household. Like God so loved the world. For instance, because, you know, I was trying to take a page out of y'all book. Not y'all in particular, but for the people who was 7 years ago coming on here. You know, if we just stop talking about race. I said, well, I'm going to put that little theory to the test. And as a therapist, I was like, I'm already knowing how this is going to work out, but we'll just test and see. Okay. I'm not going to say anything to my sons. I'm not going to say nothing to my children about race. I'm just going to let them go to school and let it fall where it may. So, you know, for Princeton, you would think, oh, okay, well, that would be, you know, he's going to a predominantly white school. He probably won't hear any type of racist things, or he probably won't, you know. So I think this might work. Let's not say anything to him about race. And I be John Brown if he can't, he even had to deal with it in the 2nd grade, in the 3rd grade. So even though I didn't bring race up to my child before going to school, like, okay, so if this happens, or if someone says this, or if this is what happened to you, then this is what, you know, all these things, then this is what you need to say, and this is what you need to look out for. And it, because the kids, your children, the children are learning it from somewhere, and then they're coming to school and they're placing it down on other people's kids. So you would be a fool, or it would be foolish to not talk to your children about race and biases and stereotypes and racism, and it, like, you're teaching them about how to be compassionate, how to be understanding, how to respect other people, you know, all of these things. So, you know, my son, he's coming home and he's crying because why he got to live in a black family? What? You know. So at the end of the day, you know, I will teach my children because, let's see, Regina, Jessica, Sarah, Amanda, and Michelle, all y'all can go to hell, okay, with gasoline draws on, every single one of y'all. Because at the end of the day, you're probably perpetuating the things that I'm talking about, and your kid's probably going to get beat up by mine. I mean, let's just keep it 100. and probably got biracial children. Is that a black baby in the picture with you, girl? Oh, yeah. Oh, baby, I'm already knowing. You probably don't even like the man you slept with. Just want to fetishize the children. Girl, don't piss me off, because you don't know about me. I had your whole life on here, because, baby, I keep telling people I'm not Beyonce. I'm Cardi B when it comes to this. Do not play with me, because, baby, I done already screenshot your name. We'll have your information flat out. Baby, you better block yourself and go on, because I'm not one of them. I'm one of them. Do not play with me. Do not. Because I'm nice until I'm not. I'm nice until I'm not. So don't make me mad, because I'm telling you right now, I have your whole life situation tonight. You and that little cute little biracial child. Okay? You the one need to be lit. You're the main one. You're suspect number one that needs to be listening to what people are saying. Okay? Child. So, yeah, at the end of the day, You have to just keep doing you, but be better at it. And if somebody want to be stupid, then let them. Let them be stupid. Let them keep being ignorant, because it just further, it further gives them some type of bravado. Like they just want to be, you just want to be so big and so puffed up, and at the same time probably ain't got a tooth in your head. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, probably having somebody else raise your children. Probably all these, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're jealous, just say that. But at the end of the day, I cannot express that I am not one of those creators who y'all can tell what to post on my social media. Go tell somebody else, because y'all can't tell me what to post on my social media. And just because I'm not posting and y'all don't see me posting, y'all don't see me do this and y'all don't see me do it, y'all don't know what I'm doing locally, because everything. So I make a post. Okay, and then what? You just happy that I made the post? What am I doing outside of the post? You make the post, and then what? So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people don't care what you do outside of the post. They just care that you made the post. But then what? Are y'all after the post? Are you talking to the families? Are you raising money? Are you what are you doing after the post? Because if you just want somebody to post, anybody could do that. I'm gonna share a post. I'm gonna make a post. Oh, okay, whoop-de-whoop. Now what? So yeah. Anyway, again, I am not that type of creator. I am not the type of creator that people can just bully around. I'm not. And I'm not that type of creator that is going to, my thing is, I'm a mama. Okay? I'm a mama. So you can't talk about my family, my children, and what I'm doing, what I'm not doing, and then be like, oh, okay, well, she's just a person on the internet. I can say and do what I want to do, because, baby, no. Okay? Because I'm going to tell you what I do. I might not post other things, but I post you. I will post you, though. I will post you. Donna, half of them, honey. At the end of the day, it's always the people that have a Bible verse, in their content, in their bio and all of these things. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate your entire ministry. Honey, you know what I love? Nothing more than to look like a glazed donut. I love nothing more than to look like a glazed donut. Okay? Because when my husband told me, he was like, oh, you glowing. I said, oh, I'm going to glow some more. I said, I'm going to glow some more. I'm going to glow some more. I'm going to put that glaze. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, honey. I appreciate your entire ministry. My apologies. Because, sometimes when people put things out, you only see the first comment and then you don't see anything else. So my apologies. I'm sorry, y'all, if I'm squinting now, because y'all know I'm blind as a bat. Okay, I'm trying to see. And then this fan is blowing on me. But I'm not above apologizing when I'm wrong. So if that wasn't meant, I apologize. I really do. Because sometimes you can read a comment and then it's just the first comment. Then it looks as if, you know what I'm saying, that it was directed towards me. But yeah, my husband said that, he loved the fact that I'm shining and I'm glowing lately. And, a lot of times when you're married for a long time, when you're married for a long time, it's almost like you put your husband, I can't speak about y'all marriages, right? But when you're in the throes of like motherhood and you're trying to get your career together and you're trying to do all this, you're trying to do all that, your husband, your spouse, the person that you just know that's gonna be there, the person that you just feel like you can just treat any kind of way, you put them on the back burner, and then all of a sudden it's just like, years go by and y'all are in this, just, oh, here we go, you just in this, bland, boring, whatever. So I said, oh, well, I'm going to keep shining because you noticed that, baby. I'm going to keep on shining, baby. I'm going to make sure I keep buying that little canvas beauty. Okay? So yeah. My toe is messed up. So y'all thought I was playing. No. I am... Hey, Kendall. Yes, I am. I will in just a second, y'all. So I told y'all that I hit my baby toe this morning because my baby child. I can't even get it out because he just pissed me off all over again. But I hit my baby toe, and yeah, the whole nail came off. I ain't lying, y'all. The whole dang on toe. Let me see. I don't know if I'm that flexible. It's gone. The whole toenail, you see, it's pink. My toes are pink. The whole dang on toenail is gone. So not only did Boosie have to pay for my broke nail that he broke in Tennessee, now he finna have to pay for my broke toenail. Whole toenail gone. Right before I get ready to go on a cruise, you want my pinky toe to be messed up? And there ain't got no toenail on there. Ain't nothing to polish or nothing. Whole toenail came off. How in the world? Okay, you know what? Kia, girl, how you been doing? I ain't seen you in a minute. Oh, Lord. Now, Eric. I'm not getting ready to say that. Now, Eric, I just don't believe that now, Eric. Eric, don't get on here saying that, because I don't believe that for not just, I don't believe that for 1 second. Child, you can't just say all of them. Now, child, Eric said all of them. Don't do that. Not the pinky toe. Child, the pinky toe is gone. The whole toe just gone. But, yeah, so... she said, how's Addie? Addie is doing great. Addie is getting ready to come back in just a couple of weeks because her mother is getting ready to have a baby. So she's going in labor. And I told her that I would get... Hey, Charlie Brown. Oh, baby, look, it's the ring. He coming out the TV. Okay. Oh, they can put a fake nail on my toe. Oh, baby, the way that whole, just take the whole toe. Baby, I don't know about no fake nail on that little pinky toe. It ain't nothing on there anymore. Child, I'm so scared. But so I told her that I would get both of the sisters. So y'all do know, well, some of y'all may or may not know that Boosie has other siblings other than Addie. But Addie was the oldest sibling. So the only reason why she was the only one coming is because them little babies, baby, I can't, them little babies. Y'all know I don't really do babies like that. And so now they've grown up. His sister, his younger sister and younger brother are now like 4 and 5 or 5 and 6 or something like that. Either way, they're not like a top, like 2 and 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't doing 1 and 2. But when she get ready to go in labor, I'm going to get the 2 sisters. So, you know. Okay. Jesus be a fence all around me every day. Baby, they probably gonna have Boosie in here sliding down the walls. Cause y'all know Addie runs a tight ship. She is the boss. She do not play, and she keeps him in line. She come in and she'll say, "What's the rules?" I said, "What's the rules?" Baby, let me give you the rundown. Okay. And soon as he breaks a rule, she'll come in and be like, "Did you say that he can play with the water hose?" I said, "I know he ain't outside playing with my darn water hose." "Yes, he is. And he's also spraying your steps." I said, "And he's spraying my steps?" "I'm on it. Thank you. I'm on my way outside right now." So he was like, "Oh, Mom, I was just spraying the steps to get some dirt off." I said, "And once you're done spraying the steps to get the dirt off, turn my water hose off." She come back in 3 minutes later. She's like, "He was done a minute ago spraying this dirt, but he's continuing to use your water hose." Okay. Don't tell me no more. I said, "You go out there and tell him to turn it off now." I'm looking at the camera, and she was like, "Turn the water off now. I won't say it again." Ooh, he was like, so, baby, she the camp counselor. I'm the owner of the camp, but she is the camp counselor, and she ain't playing no games. Okay, she none. Right. So I'm interested to see how the dynamic of the other baby sister, because they live together. Her and Addie, of course, you know, they live together. You know, they have the same biological mom, same biological dad. You know, Boosie only shares the biological dad with them. And so, honey, both of them, they, you know, when I dropped Addie off, the little one, that's Paisley. The little one, she like, "Did you have fun or not?" She was like, "Yeah, I had fun." You know, she hugged her mama, and the little sister like, "Hey, girl." And Addie like, "Hey, girl." I'm like, "Oh, my Lord." You know, Addie like, "I'm over the sister. I'm over the brother. Let me just get to my mother." You know. So then she was like, "Am I coming the next time?" I was like, "Girl, you want to come the next time? Are you going to cry?" She was like, "No, I'm not going to cry." I was like, "Oh." She was like, "No, I'm not going to cry." I was like, "Oh, okay. So I see the attitudes running the family. That must be that must be the daddy's trait. Because the mama is sweet as pie. So daddy must have just the attitude. Because all three of y'all just got little tubes." I said, "I can have an attitude too." She was like, like, okay, we'll see who toot is more tooty-ish, you know. So we shall see. We shall see. And then Addie said, "Well, I left my I lost my earphones." So she was like, when I dropped her off, she was like, "And if you find them, don't let my brother use them." Oh God. She was like, "I don't know where he might have earwax." I was like, "Don't be talking about my baby. Don't talk about my baby." Honey, I said, "Okay, girl." Okay. And for the record, no, they are not twins, because I see somebody ask. No, they're not twins. I just call them twins, just like I call Zaria and Carly twins, and people get, you know, people be sent into the oblivion. "They're not twins." Yes, Tia and Tamara are. Okay, thank you. So we shall see. We shall see how all three of them are going to do. Me personally, I'm just gonna be in here. What kind of wine I got up there? None. That look like sparkling Welch's. That ain't gonna get me there. I'm gonna have to go to the store. I'm gonna have to go to the ABC. Okay? So yeah. But yeah, that's how him and Addie are related. Through the daddy side of the family. Boosie! You okay? Oh. Now why would he come from down that hall where he has a bathroom closer to him that way, to come all the way down here to my room to use my bathroom? Make it make sense. Yeah, he finna have to use the bleach. Yeah, I don't care how old you are, bleach that toilet. Cause I don't like that. Call Maggie. Oh yeah, babe, let me tell you something. You not gonna out boss Maggie. That's just not going to happen. No. No way, Jose. You're not going to outboss Majesty at all. And I keep trying to tell Boosie, when your cousin's here, your sister here, you baby, you're just, I mean, you're the oldest, but you're just, you just better stand to the side, because you're done. Okay, you just gonna fall in line, major pain. Okay, because you're done. All right, I can't. But y'all, so Boosie, I'm waiting on Boosie's results, y'all. So everybody that was telling me, I ain't listening to y'all no more. I'm not gonna listen to y'all anymore, because hey, from Milwaukee, I believe it. It is cleaner, right? No, Ayden's probably still got my bonnet. Probably got it on his head right now. I really need to confiscate my bonnet back. He has a do-rag. Why won't you use your do-rag? You get tired of it. I just don't. You would think that I done went through that with my daughters. I went through this with my daughters. Every time I turn around, you got my gel, you got my edge control, you got my shampoo, you got my bath products, everything, just perfume, every which way. Okay. They moved out. I said, glory to God. Thank you, Jesus. I don't have to share stuff anymore. I don't have to worry about my things being moved. I don't have to worry about anything. Ayden, go get the stuff out the car. Why you got on my damn flip-flops? Why your feet hanging off the back of my like you have my like, where are you going with my stuff? Why you got my bonnet? Why you wrapped up in my blanket? Why you walking down the hall with my shampoo? Like, I never would have thought. And that damn little one too, the little one too. Like, I never would have thought that I still got to share my stuff with my sons too. Like, I don't like nothing about it. I'm just like, I thought these days was far behind me, but now it's just, I got 10 more years. Well, no, because Boosie, 9 more years. Because, so, anyway, go to the doctor. Y'all were telling me, I said, Boosie just got these just bruises all over his body. I can't ever, determine where they coming from. They just pop up out the blue. I go like this, look back over, he got a bruise. Okay? Yeah, I said, what's going to happen is they're going to call CPS on me, because, baby, they're going to think that I'm beating you black and blue from upside down and around, because what is going on? So, y'all was like, oh, he's a boy. He jumping, he playing football, he doing all this stuff. We go to the doctor. She concerned that his iron is low, and he have to take a test. So we waiting on the results. Now what? I said, see, I'm listening to y'all, and the whole time my baby iron low. She was like, guys, it's just looking like he might have low iron. I said, you know what? He been crunching. He been crunching on that ice like he a pregnant woman. He been crunching mighty much on ice. So waiting on the results. Have y'all children ever, have y'all gone through that with y'all kids where they got low iron? What, they give them a supplement or something? What, be wanting to eat dirt and all kind of stuff. Whew. Let me see. Okay, Michelle. Why do I have to block you? when you can literally just go ahead and block yourself. Girl, that was 10 minutes ago. I don't need to block you, Bookie. You can block yourself. Yes, he was tested for iron deficiency. And so she still, I don't know. She made a comment that she said, you sound crazy as hell. That's what the comment said. That's what I read. It didn't have any context. A comment, I'm talking, and the comment comes up, and she said, you sound crazy as hell. It wasn't a reply to anybody else's comment. So I'm like, okay, well, what I'm saying sounds very important to me. So I replied to her. She said that and then when she said, I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to someone else. I said, girl, I'm sorry. I apologize, because I'm not above saying sorry. If that's what you meant, if you were talking to somebody else, when I read it, it seemed like you were talking to me. So now she's still on here saying, I used to be a huge, I love your content, but now I need you to block me because... Okay, well, baby, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what more I can do. I done said I was sorry. That's why it's good to have context when you're on here. When people type things, it could blow out of proportion. It was it could be said, and all of these things. I apologized. I just said that I was not above apologizing when I am wrong. When you said that you wasn't talking to me, I said I'm sorry. I don't understand what more I can do. I apologize directly to you. I said that. Oh, you need to eat spinach and liver. I don't think he gonna eat liver or spinach either, girl. No, he Popeye the Sailor Man. Lisa, not quick enough. Not quick enough, okay? They not going back to school quick enough, and I don't like anything about that. I don't like nothing about it. I wish they had year-round school, and somebody said that they have a curriculum where you can do homeschool. Don't be giving me no suggestions about homeschool. I can't do homeschool. I think I thought that I could at one time. I thought that I could do homeschool. I was like, okay, I can do this. And then, when we had to actually really do it in 2020, I was like, girl, you pumped yourself up. You can't homeschool. You cannot homeschool. Okay. So I said, I said, see, I thought, because I wasn't homeschooling, I thought, I could probably do it. Then when I had to do it, I was like, no, I can't, and I ain't doing it. So, yeah. My kid went back to school the following year, and they ain't know nothing. They didn't know nothing. They didn't know anything. What you want me to do?
You slide it that way. I ain't got no shirt on. See my back. I mean, I ain't no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Ayden, go on. Yeah. So I cannot, I know that I can't be, okay, he gonna come out the room looking like Baywatch. I can't, do the homeschool thing. It was just a little bit too much out of my, out of my, and so, yeah, can't do that. I could probably try to get him to eat some watermelon, but he probably won't. Tried it with my kids for a year. Bad mistake. I realized that my kids made me sick. Listen, can't and ain't and won't. I can't do it again. I can't do it again. Ayden, he probably wouldn't even graduate fooling with me. Princeton, come here. First of all, stop acting crazy. If I send you to the 4th floor, go wash. Did you wash your hands? Let me see. Exactly. Go wash your little funky hands. And don't be touching nothing in my bathroom. 'Cause the only thing you need to touch is soap and water. And that's it.
I could not go sleep. Like, I don't know the headache. I don't know. Like, kids do not cannot go sleep. Like, I was up for a minute. Like, you know what I was doing, bro? Like, you know what I was doing? In the dark, freaking push out. I was doing, I was working out. I was working out, and this is how I was sleep. Kid you not. That's the time. 5 o'clock.
Ayden, move around.
Smell it! I kid you not, just work out. Now my body hurt. And I'm so glad I got to sleep in. Because I would have been tired. I ain't wait until the morning.
No, I'm not. Ever. Boosie, would you want to be homeschooled? Yeah. Very good. Would you want to go back to being homeschooled?
Nope. Never.
Don't worry about it, because it's coming. Oh, I'm definitely probably will homeschool Ayden. That might be the best thing for him since sliced bread. That might be the best thing that I could probably ever do for him. Yeah, somebody send me a high school curriculum. I might be able to do that now. It was the elementary part that was just, kicking my butt. I wasn't smarter than a 5th grader. I wasn't smarter than a 5th grader. But I'm thinking now. I think now I really can probably I probably really can do the high school thing. I really can. I think I probably could. Yeah, I think I can.
No.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. My daughter flourished in the classroom and met so many amazing people. Separate them all together. Separate them, all together, because at this point, you just probably need to be at home for the rest of your life. Well, no, for the rest of your high school career. Let me rephrase that. Cause yeah, I can do science, STEM, technology, engineering, not the math part. You just have STEM.
I'm about to ask you a math question. This day about to ask you a math question. I kid you not.
You can ask me a math question. You wouldn't know the answer to it either.
Yeah, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
Post State have free online school. Just plug it in. They usually provide a laptop. Ooh, wait a minute.
Our information, are y'all good, bro? Like, are y'all straight? Like, why are y'all?
Hold on, let me read some more. Help. Okay, Post State.
Bruh, if y'all say another comment, bro.
Ayden said, do not give me any more information, because I didn't screenshot that information. Okay? Yeah. What wouldn't you like about homeschool? No, give me the pros of homeschool. Give me
Ain't
some.
no pros to homeschool. It's all gone.
Then that's why you're coming.
How?
He said there's
How
no
is that
pros
fair?
to home. If you can't give me pros, then that's why I'm gonna do homeschool.
Okay, so
you
look.
if there's no pros, then that's
Okay.
where you need to be,
So
right
look.
here. You
Okay.
don't need you really don't need to go back into the high school setting.
Okay, so look, if I get...
Because that's upsetting me and my homegirls.
If I don't want, right, to get homeschooled, why would you think, I not have pros? Like, why would there be pros in my mind?
Because there's pros and cons to everything.
All right, pros.
Let me turn off my little fan so I can hear you better.
I don't know if you're being serious. Like, I'm home.
I'm listening out the good ear. Me and Tom and Jerry.
I'm home.
You're home.
You don't laugh like that. So.
That's a pro that I don't.
Yeah.
No, don't get it twisted. Now I know math.
What was 8?
I know enough to make sure that I'm not in debt. I bet you won't learn that in high school.
But taxes, you do learn that. Simple math.
Where you learn? Oh, y'all got a tax class in high school now.
Yeah, math class.
Right. And that's why you need to get out of the school system. He said, the math class is a tax class.
Do you not calculate numbers in taxes?
That still's not taxes. What do you mean? That is not taxes.
Calculate numbers on your taxes. That's math. If you're okay.
What's the next pro? Because we're not getting ready to go into that ADHD hole. Next. Three pros.
3. How many I done gave? 2. You don't gotta wake up that's not what me. So you don't gotta wake up.
You don't gotta wake up early. Oh no, baby, I'm gonna get you up like a regular school day.
You wanna wake up early? Boom. You gotta wake up early. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna want to be waking up too. That's still your decision. So that's my pro. You can sleep in till like 12 o'clock.
Oh no, baby, you won't be able to sleep in. You won't be able to sleep in at 12 o'clock around these parts. What's your cons?
No friends, no social life.
No social life. That should be a pro for you. You don't need a social life. Go ahead. He said not too much on the ADHD folk now. Baby, I know how my son is. He would have been on that one thing for 30 minutes. 30 minutes.
College. Like,
you can go to college from homeschool.
Yeah, Guilford. A community college.
Child.
Like, when you stand, I'll use your pros.
Oh, Jackie, that's good. They did.
Wait, you said cons. You said cons, right? We said, nuclear life, college, and you can't you gotta stay in one spot.
You gotta stay in one spot.
Yeah,
No, you don't. You got the room you can go to. You got in here you can go to. You got outside on the porch. You can go to.
Spot, bro. You at the same spot every day.
No, we can go to the park. We can go to the public library.
I got a library at school.
You won't use it.
Who?
You don't use it.
I do be in that library. I mean, I don't be books, but I do my work in the library.
No, well, you can do your in the public library. Child, yeah. Ayden's not giving up any real good pros or cons. Like he don't really have a reason not for him to do homeschool. Like,
yes, there is.
Yeah, and I've already applied. Because I was like, you know what? I'm probably gonna homeschool them anyway. But Boosie is flourishing in public school, so hey, let him keep doing that. I have already applied to be a homeschool last year. So I got the approved curriculum and everything. but I just didn't do it last year. So I'm really heavily considering doing it this year, but I don't, like, I just don't really know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking about it, but, but I'm really like, see how we do for a year doing homeschool. Because what happens is if you really think that you can, keep getting away with being very subpar in high school, and then you're in the 12th grade and you want to go to college, but you have not done anything to, your grades poor, your behavior's poor, your GPA is poor, all these things, then really, what did the parents do? We set you up for failure. Right, Tasha said you can go to Mama Wendy house, right?
Yo, y'all still talking? What y'all doing?
Well, thank you, Madeline. I really do. And, I thought about that too. I did think about that too. But as a therapist, I think that I might be able to, maybe give a more insightful. What does that mean? I'm trying to. She said sometimes being like kids with ADHD probably don't do as good in homeschool. And I said, well, as a therapist who specifically has you
talking to me? I'm trying to figure you talking what she said. So I'm like, she's talking.
You asked me the question, so I was telling you what she said, and I was giving you the response. What you asked me, don't even worry about it, sweetheart. Hey, that's why you need to be homeschooled, so you can start retaining more information.
I was trying to get like the previous.
You might need a more laxed type of environment home so that you can let it resonate in your brain a little longer. Right. So, at the end of the day, I think that it's I think that when, as parents, I feel like we should try all things. I don't think that we should just keep trying the same thing and getting the same results. Y'all know what that is. Insanity. Like, you keep doing the same things over and over and over again and you expect a different result. That's insane.
Like, you don't, I already told you.
Baby, everybody know your pattern. If you have a pattern,
that's cool.
You have a pattern.
That's cool, right? But look, everybody, just because you have a pattern don't mean you can't change it and get a different pattern. Right? Ain't nobody, like, I ain't got there into the book yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to say something about changes. But still, like, who wants to keep the same pattern? I already told you my plans for this year. Like it ain't even got there yet for you to see it, though. Like, I genuinely want to actually have opinions. Like, for real.
No, for real. And I'm telling you, yeah, some kids do thrive in a more controlled atmosphere. And some kids, do thrive in, like a public school setting. Then you have like private school, which I don't think is going to be good at all. Then we do have like military academies around here as well. And then we also have I don't know what to call them, like camps or something like that. But into year 3, he's going on 13, 9th grade. We absolutely love it. See? So
that's y'all.
Mm-hmm, it's gonna be you too. You might have to get into seeing get into seeing what it is. Yes, I did. I have a approved curriculum through the state of North Carolina. Nobody said anything. I said something.
No, I'm talking about the homeschool part.
I did. I brought it up. Yes, I did. I asked them the question of, do y'all homeschool? Because I'm considering doing that this year. Oh, yeah. She said, what does Carl Winslow think? Yeah, so my husband was very supportive about it. He was like, if that's what you want to do. He didn't necessarily, at first, he was like, I don't necessarily think that's going to be a good idea. With everything that you got going on medically, I think that, that could just be a little bit more stress. And then after time went on, He was like, yeah, if that's what you want to do, then, you know, let's consider it. And, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I was like, let me just get a little bit more here. And, you know, I don't know. Yeah, you know what? The charter schools, I thought about that too. You know, you just think about all different types of things to try to help your child be as successful as they possibly can. You don't want them to keep continuing to run into brick wall after brick wall after brick wall. Then it's senior year, and then they looking at you, baby. Now go ahead and go on work one of them jobs out there somewhere, because you didn't want to do what you want to do. Yeah, Caitlin, I agree that, you know, public school, you know, sometimes it's not, you know, some people, you know, of course, everybody, they really think that, you know, oh, you know, it's she's always this or she's always that when it comes to Boosie or when it comes to Ayden or whatever. I'm always whatever it is when it comes to either of my any of my children. I want them to be as successful as possible. Like every situation and scenario don't work for every child. Like just because one child is doing great in public school, another child might not, and then you have to find what best works or what the best fit is. It's not because, oh, you know, Ayden is just doing so, you know, if you have a child who has ADHD and they're having a difficulty on a high school level, then you're going to keep doing the same thing. You're going to keep allowing them to go to school and you know, it not be the best fit, or you're going to try as a parent, you're going to try to see what they can, what's more adaptable to them, you know, how they can retain the information better, how they can be successful, you know, like you're just going to keep, like public school is just going to continue to be the option. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I just feel like, you know, you should be able to explore what would be best based on the needs that, you know, the needs of your children, because it's not always, you know, the best option. So we shall see. We shall see. I don't know, but it's definitely on the table. Oh, Naomi, that is great. That is great. We do have those here too. I think that's, yeah, I like that. Started a trade. Oh, I love that. Yeah, the trades, I like that. Because even traditional college might not even be, you know, 4-year universities might not be what's best for you. You know, every child don't want to go to college, you know. But yeah. But we shall see. And no, child, my girls are not home. Where the girls in the tiny house? Nope. Child, they flew out. Honey, as soon as we got back from Tennessee, they was like, peace and God be with y'all, we gone. Oh, man. So, do any ADHD parents also have the same problem my mom did, where no matter what, the teachers will call at home and see if your kid took the med? It's just curious to know public school still doing that. You know, for some odd reason, I don't know, with high school, I have not, like, none of the teachers, administrators, or anything, I don't know about where y'all live, but it seemed like the teachers, and I can't blame, like, I'm not putting blame on the teachers, but in elementary school, you know, I feel like, of course, there was like calls like, hey, this is going on, or I feel like this, or this is how I feel. But of course, you know, the older your child gets, the less and less those phone calls are made. And it might be because the teachers are so overwhelmed with everything that they have going on now in the classrooms. But, you know, phone calls are, honey, 5 months into the school year, you know, and no matter how much you checking them grades, Canva, you on here, you on there, then all of a sudden 5 months later, I'm like, huh, really? Why? Yeah, you didn't think to call, even though I was checking, everything seemed to be okay, because y'all wasn't call. Like when nobody's calling, then it's almost like, oh, okay, everything seems to be fine. And then you get a report card, or you get a call 5 months later, and it's like, wish you would have told me sooner. So no, we ain't getting nothing. No calls are being made. In elementary school, you know, yeah, I feel like they're using Dojo all the time. They're calling and all these things, but the older the kids are, I guess they, of course, are putting more responsibility on the child, which I understand that to a certain degree, but at the same time, these kids aren't 18. They're not considered grown yet, you know, whatever. Even when they are 18, it's still like, that's sketchy as it is. But, I'm like, okay, y'all ain't calling, but okay. And it is every time, Amanda, all the time. It's never like, hey, you know, and I'm like, but dang, well, what was it good? Anything good? The first 2-3 months? No, it's just continuing to just pile up instead of the first incident or the second incident. You just, okay, well, this, what? Them girls stay fluid. I mean, okay, baby, just be fluid out. Not giving a care in the world. Yes, I think so. I do think that that the parents should, if they know that their child is struggling with behavioral problems or things like that, I do feel like that they should be reaching out to the teachers and just different things like that. You know, just to check periodically, just to check in, and hopefully the teacher responds. Oh man, I know. I just had a whole conversation with my daughters today. As a matter of fact, I just had a whole conversation with my daughters today. Like, yeah, y'all, I need y'all to be observant. I need y'all, like, honey, be safe. And yes, honey, yes, they do, especially in the summertime. In the summertime, my hands get real, like in the wintertime, my hands get they turn purple, they turn blue, they get really blistery. In the summertime, they get blistery and peel. My hands just go through. My lupus just makes everything just peel and go through. So yeah, be very careful when you have autoimmune diseases, and you know the summertime can really, you know, you got to make sure you're putting that sunscreen and stuff on, so that you're not, you know, and even if that's the case, I mean, it's still gone, you know. And then I don't like sometimes it get to hurt, and it's like one piece of skin, and then I try to remove it, and then it's like, oh God, here come the soreness, and it's gonna swell up and do all kind of stuff. So I'm sticking my hands down in some ice water, like to kind of keep the swelling down and keep it from hurting. It is too dang on much. Lupus be pissing me off. But anyway, wait a minute. Carly has called me on FaceTime. Let me call my daughter back and see what she wants. Let me call her back. Oh, it is, Amanda. Like, honey. So I have been using Aquaphor because Aquaphor seems to work a little bit. I also see it on the top of my feet. the top of my feet. Here lately, I've been able to wear like flip-flops or something like that, or Crocs, trying to put my foot in a tennis shoe, because I don't like my feet for some reason, and it just attracts heat so bad in the wintertime, and my feet blister up so bad. They swell up. Of course, you know, lupus is, you're gonna swell up, but I've been getting blisters on the top of my feet, but I can't put them in tennis shoes, so I can't like hide my feet from the sun. And you know, even if when I put on socks, it traps the heat. I'm like, you know what? You can't win for losing. You can't win for losing. So I just so now that's one of the problems I'm having. My hands and my feet, blisters and skin peeling. But you know, we just gonna keep pressing on, right? We just gonna keep pressing on, and just hoping that you know, it just gets better. Cause that's all I can do. That's all I can do. That do hurt. That do hurt. I'm thinking about it now. Just looking at it and thinking about it make it hurt even worse. But yeah, I try to keep some Aquaphor on it. That's it. Because I don't be wanting to put too much on it. And then next thing you know, boom. I know I went through the hair thinning like 2 years ago. I was like, okay. It changed my pattern. Like my curl pattern up and everything. Hair was falling out by the clumps. Wake up, hair just on the pillow. I do this, hair just brittle, just falling out all over the place. I was like, okay. Medication that you take, it like nothing helps. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just a nightmare. It's just a nightmare. Then got through that. Oh, thank you. Yes, I do have aloe vera gel. But what ends up happening is sometimes the aloe vera gel, I don't know, I know it's not supposed to burn, but it was burning. I said, oh, wait a minute. The aloe vera gel, it just make it burn. Make it burn. I don't want it to be burning now. I want it to be burning. But yeah, the aloe vera gel, when it's not burning, it does help. And so, yeah. But we shall see. Thank you, Ingrid. I appreciate your entire ministry. But yeah, I thank y'all. Trying to text Carly. Lord. Hey, Chanel, girl. I appreciate your entire ministry. You are beautiful too. She was diagnosed in the 90s. Man, I'm telling you, it's supposed to stop the burn. Oh my gosh. Well, is it supposed to stop sunscreen? I mean, sunscreen. Is it supposed to stop sunburn? Because if it's supposed to stop sunburn, it's not sunburn specifically or per se. And it's just like, you know, sometimes with lupus, your skin just actively have sores, or, you know, will break out, and, you know, it has nothing to do with like sunburn in general, but everything to do with just the lupus affecting your skin. And so, you know, with that being the case, like sometimes if you put it in, it just burn. I'm thankful for their entire ministry now. For real. Thank ya. I know that if you like now versus being diagnosed with lupus in the 90s, you know, now I do feel like there's a community, there's more knowledge, there's more research, you know, people are going in remission. You know, I just had a conversation with this agency about 2 weeks ago, and they was talking about this medication and, you know, just different things. And, you know, they was talking about how people are going in remission with lupus now. And, you know, I'm like, okay, well, guess what? That's what I'm aiming towards. that is what I'm aiming towards. If people are going into remission, which they have been, you know, going on a holistic diet and you know, exercising and doing all of these things, and then you have to figure out what's best for you, because I can't squat. I had knee surgery, and unfortunately my knee is still messed up from the surgery. So like I can't do a whole bunch of things where I'm like using my leg, my knee, and all those things. So, you know, you have to do water aerobics, maybe some yoga, maybe some Pilates or something like that. But there, you know, I'm grateful that there are groups now that, you know, you have support, because even when I first got diagnosed with lupus, I feel like it wasn't a whole bunch of support. You know, but now, you know, and probably partly due to like the internet and stuff, there is more support out there. Oh no, Jennifer, I am so sorry to hear that. Oh my Lord. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry to hear that. 11 days right now. What I think that you just need to be. Y'all hear Princess. There go Princess tapping. I think that you need to be. Yes. Yes. So you're just gonna have to wait a second. I think that, you know, I feel like what happens is, you know, we're so in disbelief and so in shock and so traumatized when something like that happens, that we try to, you know, like kind of shut down and not feel our feelings and not feel our feels and not just try, you know. But, you know, I suggest, especially with it being 11 days, that you just feel it. That you know, if you gotta scream, if you gotta punch air, if you gotta, you know, throw a pillow, if you have to go outside and take some dishes and throw dishes and break them, if you need to talk to a therapist, if you need to just be, you know, like whatever it is that you need to do right now, just do that, you know, because, you know, that's really hard right now. But I will suggest like getting into therapy, not specifically grief counseling, because me and grief counseling I don't agree with everything that with everything that grief counseling or a grief counselor might do, and they might have a different take than me, because I look at grief therapy or look at grief counseling from a trauma perspective. So I use EMDR. So I would say get a trauma informed or trauma focused therapist instead of a grief counselor, because I always tell people death is nothing more than a traumatic event that has transpired, you know. So yeah. But I would definitely keep you in prayer. And, you know, as time go on, then we, you know, if you on here one day and be like, hey, it's been 6 months or 8 months, then it's different things that I could say. We can try this, we could try that. But right now you just need to be, you know, like just be. It's hard. Yes, honey, fibromyalgia. My goodness. I say that's you know, that's another autoimmune disease that that's just, honey, the doctors can't tell you nothing with fibromyalgia. Honey, they just can't do it. They just can't tell you. Because that was one of the things they was like, yeah, I think could be fibromyalgia. I said, what, honey, what is that? Well, we don't know what the real root cause of it is. But I say, oh, Lord, honey, people with fibromyalgia, they can't tell you nothing. At least if you have, you know, some, you know, Sjogren's, lupus, or, you know, arthritis or something like that, they give you a little bit more information. But people with fibromyalgia just out here just like, what is what? And they couldn't tell me nothing. Say, Lord, have mercy. And I don't know if it's something that's new, that's just not new, but you know what I'm saying? Like they're, of course, trying to develop the research and, you know, just trying to to get more information about it and trying to see. But I feel like that's just something that just started to come about within the past like 15 years or so, 20 years or so. It's just something that they don't have a whole bunch of knowledge and information on. And so the people out there dealing with that type of chronic pain, just like, I said, Lord Jesus. No, Lord, somebody out there spinning tires. But yeah. But y'all, we have to hold on. Naomi said EMDR plus G. I know that's right. They can't tell you nothing other than the chronic. That is it. Because I was like, okay, so if it is fibromyalgia, now what? And before the, all the tests came back, and then, I got a different diagnosis. But I'm like, okay. And it was like, we don't really have a whole bunch of information to give you other than, you're just gonna have to just maybe take it easy. It could be stress. It could be. I'm like, what in the world? Now wait a minute. I hope now, mind y'all, this was around the same time that I got, my diagnosis. But I'm like, I hope that it's different now. But from the comments, I just think, I don't think it's any different from when they were saying something then. And that was 15 years ago, right? So it's like, what? Baby, they ain't said nothing to y'all since then. Like, that is so wild to me. Like, they can give people, that, but there's nothing to really relieve. And ain't nothing touching that pain. Like, nothing is really going to touch that pain. Like, you just really in here like the only thing you can do is just breathe it in and breathe it out. I get my earrings from IDIA here on Facebook. I.D like dog, .I like igloo, .A like apple. Yes. And they're not heavy, because people are like, are they heavy? No, they're not heavy. They're light. They don't break your earlobes out. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, they do. Won't they say it's in your head? Oh, it's all in your head. Hey, child, no, it ain't. I feel it in my body too. Yeah. So, but I will tell y'all. Let me show y'all real quick. Lord, sitting here. Next thing you know, I'm gonna be limping. This really has helped me a lot. My prayer board. It's about to toe up because I use it. I don't want my stuff to fall out. But oh, it just started pouring down. But I'm telling y'all, like, because I'm the type of person that I have to hold myself accountable. Like, if I don't like hold myself accountable to something, or whatever, like I'm a visual person. That's just how I learn. That's just how I, what I'm saying? So like for me, especially like when you got, like if you don't understand pain, chronic pain, like I'm not talking about like a little pain that you might have. Like pain is pain, and of course that hurts and all those things. But chronic pain, debilitating pain, pain that you won't get rid of, pain, you're always in pain even if you don't show it. Like right now I'm in pain, but you'll never know it, right? And so like even when you take your medication, like nothing touches that pain. So like for me, I started this prayer board because I wanted to enhance my prayer life. I wanted to be more intentional about my prayers, and I wanted to, I wanted to see my faith in action, right? So when I put this prayer board together, I didn't know how much that it was going to help me with pain management. That part I didn't know about. Like, I didn't know about that part. But once I started, like, consistently taking it out my mind, for one, because I'm the type of person that if it's in my mind, it's so much stuff that I think about all the time. It just get lost, it get jumbled up, and I need to put it down somewhere. I need to put it somewhere else. And, you know, then not only do I use the prayer board, I also meditate when I'm doing my prayer board. And I also, when I talk to God, I'm also being very specific about my needs. And so when I started doing this, it wasn't specifically to help with pain. It was just so that I could get a deeper relationship with God. But when I tell y'all, I could literally be not, like, almost not able to move that day. And I'm like, okay, I come in here, I do my daily routine, I get my prayer board, and I'm like, okay, now I didn't sit, I didn't meditate it, I didn't stretch, because you have to stretch, because that's super important. And then all of a sudden it's like I feel lighter. And I don't know, it could be a mind thing, it could be a religious thing, it could be a Christian I don't know, but I do know that I might be an 8 when I start, like an 8 on the pain level. I might be an 8, but by the time I'm done, it's reduced down to a 6. I said, okay. Prayer changes things, right? Okay, prayer changes things, right? So I do use this, and that's why it's coming apart. It's a little, it's starting to come apart now. But honey, I be on this thing faithfully, okay? I be using this thing faithfully because it's been helpful to me. It's been the best thing. Come on in the room. Right. So yeah, my thing is, if you don't do the prayer thing, or whatever the case may be, just find something that you can do or hold yourself accountable to, or something that you can recite, a mantra or anything, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're taking your mind off the pain and putting it on something else, then you can definitely change your mindset, right? Change your mindset, change your life. So if it's like, the prayer, the thing, that's a little bit too much, well, create a little mantra and say that every day, and make it specific, and just say it every day while you're stretching. Do a 3-minute guided meditation, because some people can't meditate. Like, I started out not knowing how to meditate, so I would use guided meditations, and then go that way. Then I was also listening to a lot of speaking podcasts, like motivational podcasts, and that helped me. That helped me tremendously. So, let me tell you, honey, accusing. No, wouldn't last a day. You understand me? I would not last a day. Hey, from Virginia. Hey. I'm telling you, I wouldn't last a day either, right? Because, honey, as soon as I wake up, I'll be like, hallelujah, thank you, Jesus, for waking me up this morning. Right? Honey, I come in the kitchen, hallelujah, thank you, Jesus, for allowing me to walk into this kitchen. Oh, my gosh. I'm telling y'all, as soon as I get in the car, Lord, before I get on this road, hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. Honey, wake up. Please, Lord, protect my children and my husband as they go out here, in these highways and byways, protect them from the top of their head, the crown of their head to the soles of their feet. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Yeah, baby. I I'm saying them all day long, cause honey, whoo, I always tell my kids that prayer can reach you faster than I can. If something happened to y'all and y'all all the way in another state, city, on the other side of town, baby, the only thing I can do is get there as soon as I can. But I know my prayer can reach God just like that. And God is with y'all just like that. Because, baby, I can't be where God is. I cannot be where God, but God can be where you are at all times. Okay? I said, so at the end of the day, after 911 being called, after you didn't call on the Lord. Call on Jesus. Because, honey, I'm telling you right now, because, baby, he can reach you quicker than I can. And then even when I can, I might not be able to do anything about it, but he can. He can. Okay? So, honey, I be praying all the time. Especially for because that's, we don't have enough gap standards anymore. Y'all know about gap standards because I'm sure we about the same age, and y'all know about gap standards, and your grandma was a gap stander. My grandma was a gap stander. Your mama was a gap stander. Your daddy was a gap stander. And the thing about it is, I don't know if we done lost touch with that, but at the end of the day, baby, that song wasn't lying when he said, somebody pray for me. Had me on their mind, took the time and prayed for me. I'm so glad they prayed. I'm so glad they prayed. Because sometimes we lose our minds. You know what I'm saying? I lost my mind when I was in college. I lost my mind. Honey, and it's easy for you, to lose your mind, especially when you're in a melting pot of all different types of people, and you're immersing yourself in their beliefs and like you want to see the things. But when we're young, we don't have a good, strong relationship with God. We don't have a good, strong relationship with Jesus. We can be really influenced to go anywhere. So we don't have gap standards. If we don't have people that's continually praying for us, when we can't pray for ourselves, or when we're not praying for ourselves, baby, where would we be? Where would we be? Like, where would I be if I didn't have them gap standards? Because, baby, I wouldn't be here. Because I know my mom, my grandma, my dad, like I know, But that's why now at this point, we become the prayer warriors, right? We become those gap standards for our children and for other people's children. And, honey, I'm going to fill in the gaps. Because at the end of the day, I don't know. Did my son wake up this morning and pray? I don't know. But I'm praying for him. I'm going to stand in the gap until he build that relationship up enough where he's praying for himself. And I'm going to still pray for him. But I don't have to stand in the gap for him no more, because he done already created that connection with God himself. If my daughter, does she get up this morning, does she pray? I'm going to stand in the gap. Because I need that bridge. You know what I'm saying? I need that covering. I need that covering. Honey. You need to be. And that's why they said, you raise up train up a child. Because, baby, they might stray, but they'll come back. They ain't going to tarry out there too long. Because, baby, I know I strayed. But I ain't tarry long. Because, woo! Dee Dee, that's one of my favorite songs, too. Won't he do it? He said he would. I do like that. Yes, Mel, but them intercessors, because we definitely need to be interceding on each other's behalves. Because I thank God for mine. Thank God for my intercessors. And I got some now. Because, I don't think mothers ever stop praying for their children, even though, I'm 43. I know my mama's still praying for me. I know my daddy's still praying for me. So, yeah. What do you do when you're losing faith, honey? I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you right now. And it's tested. It's tested every single day, right? In my opinion. I feel like your faith can be tested every single day. It can be tested in the things that you eat. You know, it can be tested in things that we respond to, you know, because Lord knows all of a sudden we went from having zero traffic in the area that I live in to we're combust, like traffic is everywhere, all over the place. I'm like, I didn't even realize I had this much like road rage, you know, sometimes. And I said, oh no, baby. Okay. I gotta calm down. And I have to, you know. But yeah, you know, I think that what happens is, now, I don't know about y'all, but I know that I was taught a long time ago. And that's why it says you have to learn for yourself. You have to know yourself. You have to know for yourself, right? Because even pastors can tell you anything because it's up to their interpretation of what they have interpreted. But what you have to do, in my opinion, is that's why you have to continually build that relationship up with God for yourself, because you start hanging on to what other people say and then it start looking a little shady, and it's like, I don't know if I, you know, but you don't really know the word enough to really stand on it yourself. And then now it's like shaky foundation. Or something happens in your life and then people be like, oh, you shouldn't question God. No. Because God welcomes our questions. How else are you going to get answers if you don't ask God questions? But the thing is, you ask the question and then you don't want the answer. But yes, I do feel like we do lose faith sometimes, especially when people pass away. Like, what gives? Why you have to take them? When we lose jobs in this economy, Lord, like, this is what happening now. Like, wait, because why you didn't save my job, or why you didn't, you know, and all of these things is like. But what I've learned in building my relationship up with God is that everything, and you might not even see it in the moment, but you have to have faith that whatever happens is always for your good. He will get the glory. But you know, when I lost my job, I was like, oh my God, like that was the worst thing. Like, I felt like I was getting ready to slide down the wall. I was like, God, like, I know good and well, there's no way that I would lose my job right now. It's no way. Like, you mean to tell, like, I was so angry. And I had already received orders from God to, now, hold on, because why? Anyway, but I had already received that you know, from God that I should quit. And I was like, but obedience is better than sacrifice, but I wasn't being obedient. Hello. Hey. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm never on this phone for that reason, so that people won't call me. Oh, okay. I'm about to text it right now. Because I didn't even realize what time it was. Okay. But it had been like months of me fighting God. Like, I'm not quitting. Like, that's like, why would I quit my job? That's so weird. I need my job, so why would I quit? I'm not quitting. And then he put me in an impossible situation. Like, girl, okay, well, you ain't gonna quit, then I'm gonna have them fire you. Either way, you gonna buy. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Like, what is going on? So, I was mad, angry, confused, upset, hurt. Like, what? But that was the best decision that could have ever happened to me. It was the best decision because I would have never left. And I know that for a fact. And as a result of that, like if I would have never left, then I wouldn't have my own private practice right now. I wouldn't be certified in wouldn't have gained other certifications. I wouldn't be doing speaking engagements for the foster care and adoption community. I probably wouldn't be on this platform right now. And this was in 2021, by the way. So we were still, dealing with the remnants and the fallout from COVID. And also, too, I had to be home with my children. And I was like, oh, wow. Okay. So this is the reason why God was nudging me, because he was like, I have something better for you, but you just don't want to listen to me. And so of course my faith was tested in that time. Ayden, I'm not playing with you about that bonnet.
What are you talking about? You've never needed this bonnet. You got like 40 in your freaking room.
Right, and I wash my bonnets. And when I wash the ones that I wear, I always try to wear, look, like you do wash bonnets. You do know that, right? So. Hold me near the cross. So anyway, I do feel like in difficult seasons, we just have to just let them go and keep it. I would, but I don't want to. Hey, Cal. Thank you. And y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all. Let me see this. Because you don't.
I didn't add on.
No, man. Let me see.
I didn't do
Give me the
this.
thing. Hand in here.
I didn't do that.
Because this is what I be saying. Like,
I didn't even do that.
10:10 at night. Why you need all these? Why do you need that?
Cause why would I?
Why do you need all these chocolate chips? You got more chocolate chips than
you got. I didn't even.
Than waffle.
I didn't do that. The dude did that.
It's 5 million.
And one. 5 million and one.
No, throw it away.
Yo.
Give it to me, throw it away.
Billy, come here.
Stop now. Now you're going too far.
Too much.
Princeton, if you think I'm playing, try me.
Like, gang, like, your belly, gang.
But guess what the doctor told me about his height?
His growth spurt, he gonna be like 6'5". Like, it
More
don't matter.
10
He's
foot.
still not gonna be able to beat me.
Okay.
It don't matter. Height don't matter. I'm still gonna be stronger than him.
Okay.
like you say, any day you want to try me, I'm right here. That's it.
Yeah, that's what you think.
No, I don't care if you.
David and
8
Goliath.
foot.
Oh, right. Okay.
Mom, you not gonna be stronger than me.
I had two.
Cool, 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 cool,
I got
cool.
2 small waters. 2 small waters
I don't
and
think
1
it's
big
done.
one.
I don't even think it's done,
See,
Mom.
Mom, look. 2 small
No,
waters.
wait, it's
2
not done.
small waters equal 1 big one.
You thought you ate?
Like half and half.
Yeah, he gonna do like, well, how tall you gonna be?
10 foot.
She said
Nick.
6 foot.
Okay, now that's how I be saying, oh, I'm gonna be like 5'11", and you like, I was saying the doctor said that.
No, doctor ain't told you he was gonna be
Yes,
5'11".
he did. He literally said when I went back last time I went back from my ankle point. He said
5'9".
He took Brian. don't need no 5'9". I'm not If I'm not 5'10", at least no, bro. If I'm not in the double digits, bro. No.
If you're not in the double digits,
Yeah, it's like
5'9" is a double digit.
No, 5'9". No.
Well, you talking about 5'10", 5'11".
Yeah, double digits.
Oh, no, it's okay, Pookie Pie. You're going to be,
Like, yeah, you
They
barely
said-
above 5 feet of water. Like, yeah. 5'9", you barely
Ayden.
above 5 feet, yo. Like, gang.
if you're barely above 5 feet of water, if you're 5'9",
You 9 inches above the water. That's just your head. That's literally just your head, bro. Like, dang, bro. Nobody trying to be no 5'9". You still that one.
oh, you're pit. Okay, then. Oh, look, cabin. You know we love a cabin, honey.
No, this is not done. This is not done.
Okay, well, you better figure out how to get it done.
Mom, look at that.
I not.
That's not done.
Don't
That's
care.
still done.
Oh, you better do it in the microwave, baby.
You hear that? It shouldn't sound like that.
Not my problem, not my issue. Oh, you wanted it so bad. Them braces had
I was
to
done.
have. I always want to chew. I always want to put something in between them braces.
Maybe it's just fluffy.
And that's okay. And I done told you about calling him Belly. That's okay, because when he start getting on you.
He's not gonna do nothing.
Okay, well don't worry about it. I'll do it for him.
Wow. Wow. You're not gonna do nothing. No, now I'm not saying you, I'm saying him. You're not gonna do nothing. Like, I be trying to work out with him. Like, literally today, I was doing my push-up. I had all day.
Okay, and at 8, you had a belly too. And fat cheeks.
Now look at me now. Like, he don't want to lose that belly. He don't want to lose that belly. He don't.
Why are you worried about whether he want to lose the belly or not at 9 years old?
It's just jokes. Like, he be calling me big back all the time. It's just jokes.
Put it in the air fryer. Somebody said put it in the air fryer.
That's just too much.
Oh, that's too much?
All right.
Okay, well, he said he'd rather eat
All right.
raw dough.
Yeah,
Um,
that's too much
he's-
work, and I gotta wait on it. I'm not trying to do that.
He don't want to wait. He said it's too much work. The air fryer is, okay. Okay, first of all, he ain't got no shirt on, but let me show y'all, right? Hold on, let me see, make sure I'm not, okay. Now, mind y'all, Ayden is right here where this is. Y'all, you see the air fryer, hold on, right there.
That's too much work.
There's the air fryer. Baby, not even 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
4 steps. He don't want to put
1,
the thing in the
2.
mic. Boy, you taking them little baby steps.
What I was supposed to do, leave?
That is what you call lazy. That is what you call lazy. He don't want to get up and go to the air fryer. There's a couple of steps over there to heat up something that he said was doughy.
Then I said I think
So,
it might just be fluffy.
He just prefer to eat the doughy waffle.
At least it's cooked a little bit, so I'm okay.
Microwave is even closer.
That's not gonna cook a waffle, right? It's not gonna cook a waffle. It's gonna heat it up. Why don't microwave cook stuff? Oh yeah, why was the toilet seat mad? I mean, why was the toilet seat sad?
Because it saw you coming.
No, because it got dumped. Yo, what'd you call an alligator with a vest on? An investigator. What's a kidnapper's favorite shoe? White Vans.
See why I have a prayer board?
Yo, you know that thing's a little funny.
You see why I have a prayer board? And I need an active prayer life because, babe, what's the trend going around now? The one that say the Netflix. I'm gonna do that trend tomorrow. Cause when Netflix called me for a documentary, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all all about raising sons. Wow, wanting to go upside their head every day. Like, it don't matter what you tell them. It don't matter what you tell them. Yesterday, I told Boosie, we get in the car. He has a Nisha. You said, what did you say, Nisha?
She dissing?
Nisha. How many times do I have to blink twice? Thrice. Honey, I'm in the car. It's hot. It's fish grease. So I say, you done left that, what is it? The dumpling in the car. It's hot. So if you squeeze it right now, it's probably going to explode. Don't squeeze it because it's hot. It's melted rubber. When you squeeze it, it's probably going to pop. Here. This was yesterday. I told him yesterday, I said, take that dumpling out the car. So, me and Ayden, I don't know why me and Ayden was in here lollygag. I don't know what me and Ayden was doing in here. Boosie outside.
What was we doing?
I don't know what we was doing.
Oh, yeah. You said, where my pocketbook at? And I went outside, and he came out with there with me, and I saw you probably in the car, and I came back and let you know you probably was in the car. And I grabbed my blanket, and then we left out the door.
Me and Ayden sitting in here.
That 30-second minute was... That 30
I'm talking about 15. That's why you can't even poo-poo. You can't even take your eyes off children of the corn, right?
No, like, he just came in, and his feet is... I'm like, what are you thinking?
15 seconds. I go out there. I'm thinking that he didn't have a darn... I'm thinking sweat is running down his person. I said, oh, it must be hot. Baby, we're gonna have to go on back in the house because baby, you too hot. Too hot to handle, too cold to hold. Honey, I thought he was sweating from head to toe, shirt wet. Mind you, we've been in the house all day because I said, I ain't got no appointments today. We ain't got nothing to do. I'm gonna sit here until I can't sit no more. He said, Mom, he came and said, Mom, can we go see the Minions? I didn't want to go see the Minions. I did not want to go. But I'm like, okay, we've been sitting here all day. We can at least go to the movies and see the Minions. So we didn't leave out the house until like 4:30. Been in the house all day. At peace. Walk out the door. Go out there and see. I said, oh my God. I said, why are you soaking wet? I'm thinking that he was sweating. I'm talking about mullet mushed down on his face and everything. The dumpling. I popped the dumpling. I squeezed it and it popped and it busted all over me. I said, I know you, I know it's no way that I just told you yesterday to take this dumpling out the car because it was too hot. Okay? I know I told you that. But I know that I explained to you that you can't squeeze the dumpling if it's left in a hot car because it's already, it's at the point where as soon as you squeeze it, it's going to pop. I gave him a little grace because he told the truth. Now, if he'd have lied, I went over there and there's a little puddle and I jumped in it or something, All right. Okay. Baby, let's pack this on up. Go on back in the house because I know you a lie. You're lying. But I gave him a little grace because he told the truth. He said he popped the dumpling. He didn't have to tell the truth because we didn't see what happened. He could have lied, but he told the truth. He said, I popped the dumpling. I look back. I said, well, I be damn. Because the hair was laid down. It looked like gel. It looked like he didn't lay the hair down. Slick. Dumpling juice all over the shirt and everything. It ain't no damn hand sanitizer or whatever you talking about. It should have been hot. Should have been hotter. Baby, I said, you know what? I said, this why I wanted to stay at home today. My peace wasn't affected until I told y'all we could go to the movies. Now you're upsetting me and my homegirls. Okay, because if we can't go to Bella Noche, where can we go? Okay?
Turks and Caicos.
Yeah, away from y'all. Just don't listen. He tried it and God denied it. Okay? When I say sick of the dumplings, I mean it.
Why is it the hype right now? Grown men and grown women are literally playing with them. You're grown men and grown women playing with dumplings. I understand, you have, ADHD or something like that, and, you something I like to get off your mind, but, no, literally the other day I saw, 3 grown men and women, over there at the freaking shop with Zach. I'm like, yo, y'all are grown. Y'all are grown. How you
know they wasn't buying it for their children?
Nah, they was about 21, still in college. They were not that old. They weren't in their 30s and stuff.
When I was 21 in college, I had a child.
No, they would have their kid with them. They was with their girls. Anyways, so I'm bro, y'all grown, why are you playing? What's the height? It's just a squishy and go
the same way you want a Rugrat book bag. Or you want
book bag.
Yeah, a Scooby-Doo book bag. The same way that y'all want to carry Dora the Explorer backpacks and Bluey backpacks. I mean, is that not childish? Is that high school kids want to carry Bluey?
You don't see no
Is that not childish? The high school kids want to carry Dora the Explorer?
Okay, but it's different though.
No, now see, that's what I'm saying. Ayden, y'all, I'm telling y'all something.
Okay, now look, that's only, you don't see
oh, merciful Father.
Okay, now look, that's high school, middle school stuff. You don't see no, YN stuff. You don't see no freaking college dude with a freaking spray gun on, or a kindergartner or an elementary kid with a spray gun. That's exactly, I want to get a spray gun to flex on my friend. Dude, I ain't see a spray
Your
gun
point was that
year.
a 21-year-old man or woman shouldn't be playing with a dumpling, and I said 16, and 17-year-olds shouldn't have a Bluey backpack on. Y'all in high school they go to Walmart and buy all the Bluey and all these things backpack. The little kindergartners ain't got nothing. The little kindergartners go try. I want Paw Patrol. You get there and you look over in the buggy, and a big 17-year-old got the last Paw Patrol book bag in the cart in the buggy. Excuse me, can I have that, please? Thank you. So it's the same thing.
Like, yeah, people are losing their mind because they can't go to their local Target, local Walmart because they can't find freaking double. Yeah, God, it's not that deep, cuz. Like, and they're overly taxing. Like, $20 for a freaking squishy? Bro.
Oh, well, that's how you was with the fidget spinner.
That's different, though. That was,
Everything. See, that's what I'm saying.
You didn't see.
What's
you didn't
good
see
for
no
the goose is good for the
game.
game.
Though you didn't see no adults playing with.
I still see adults playing with fidget spinners.
Okay, they ADHD. They have no. It has to be.
Ayden, stop
something.
making excuses.
No, I'm telling you. Like I'm telling you, it's something to distract
It's
their
always
mind.
going to be an excuse.
It's something to distract them around. Like who I have never.
Right,
I haven't seen a fidget spinner since,
squishies
like,
can also take your
2017.
mind off of anxiety. It's a lot of different things.
Exactly. What? No.
Exactly.
Right.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
I had a favorite on what you said. Like, no.
Ciao.
But
Oh,
hey,
now the price, I'm with you when you're right. Now those prices, I don't like, come on now. Every time you turn around, I say, okay, they was just $6. Now all of a sudden, they at 10. Go somewhere else, baby, they at 15. Now, I told Boosie, we not getting ready to do this. We not getting ready to do that.
And then they tripping over like, I want the glitter one. Like, yo, cut it. Like, you not getting no freaking World Cup tickets if you get the glitter freaking dumpling cup. Like, it's not that deep, bro.
There's two glitters right here.
What two glitters?
Are you feeling yourself?
I know
You see that?
you'll
Feeling
understand.
yourself.
Listen, and don't they always think they know more than us.
Just got that one. $15.
$22.
I think, what's this one? Got some
Orbeez.
Orbeez in it. And you definitely don't need to be popping this one with the Orbeez in
And
it.
then the glitter ones get glitter on your hand.
No, that glitter in the inside, but that one is the inside too.
Leave your hand on before you break it.
I want to break it. I know how to do this.
You know how to do a lot of things, but you broke that dumpling though.
What dumpling?
The one with the hand ties in it.
The what? That pink one?
Right. Does he not know his mama? Like, baby, I got so many different lounge flies.
Oh, I thought you broke it. I was like, like, yo, like,
How did you think I would pop?
because it made that sound, like, yo.
What, this
I got all the lounge flies. You think that's childish too?
Yes.
No, lounge flies, I see multiple girls. Like, I understand lounge flies. Like, that's like, that's the type of style.
Can I eat my
Like,
6 too?
jeans,
Hot
comfortable cut,
mustard.
them are toys. You're grown men, grown women playing with toys.
Who fought it?
Like, I
Ayden,
understand you saying, oh,
you
if I
play
go
with
back,
toys too.
if I can go back to my childhood, I would. But it's never that deep to buy $22 freaking dumpling.
Plus, this one isn't
But that's
all
not
the
my
way
money.
filled.
That's not my interest. So
Plus, this one isn't. We need to suck the air out.
No, and what's gonna happen is,
It won't pop.
Boosie, like I already have to put a handle on his obsessions or whatever anyway, because I told you, you're not gonna be a little hoarder in my house, okay?
Right.
You're not just gonna be collecting stuff and hoarding it all over the house, like baby now. Like, oh, you want to collect something new? Get rid of all them monster trucks.
No.
Get rid of all those Hot Wheels.
No.
And then you can find something new to collect. Cause baby, your squishy or Neato or these dumplings, you're done with those.
I'm telling
Honey,
you,
everybody
you
got
never
dumplings
play
for
with
his everybody got him a dumpling for his birthday.
it. Yep.
10, 15 dumplings.
More like 10 to 15, 20 dumplings.
What do you need all what is you
Watch like
going on?
this. And in my armpits.
Under your armpits.
Yeah! She wants to eat. Oh my god.
Princeton. Go on, take that mullet that way. Thank you, Michael J. Fox. And the kid play that way. Okay? Y'all go that way. And leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Ooh. Okay, well, y'all have a good and blessed night. I think I'm getting ready to have a hot flash. So, I'm already feeling it. So, yeah. Nisha, right. Don't even be looking at him twice. And Boosie will look at his twice, though. I will say that. But after twice, he don't look at him thrice. No. It is a word. Look it up in the dictionary since you're so smart. You're smarty.
Right.
So you saying it ain't a word either?
I just said I'm pretty sure it is a word.
Y'all want to write it 20 times with the definition since it's not a word?
Why I'm listening on your side? Why am I doing the
That could be y'all's homework assignment for tomorrow. Woo, child. Anyway, have a good day. Have a good and blessed night. Bye. Ayden, I know you ain't getting ready to say that little waffle.
function?
No, you need it.